English medium section D, question number 11. Hi students, how are you? Now we start the sections D in that question number 11. Yesterday we have done few sums of section C, few sums of section D, and in that further we move into the section D, question number 11. So what is given in the question, once again we go through it. What is mentioned that find the chain based index number from the following data regarding the price of an item. मीन्स आपको स्टूडेंट यहाँ पे ईयर दिया है और प्राइस दिया है, आपको बोला है कि यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द चेन बेस्ड इंडेक्स नंबर. सो चेन बेस्ड इंडेक्स नंबर की फॉर्मूला वेरी सिंपल होती है. हमने बहुत सारे आगे सम देखे, उसमें ये फॉर्मूला हमने की हुई है और मैंने पहले भी बताया आपको कि ये चैप्टर करने के लिए आपको फॉर्मूला ज़्यादा याद रखनी है. फॉर्मूला 1 2 3 बार लिख के रिवीजन कर लिया, देन आफ्टर कैलकुलेशन ऑफ सम्स become very easier for you. Only formula and calculator is required, then after you can get very easily marks. एक्चुअली 10 मार्क के सम ये चैप्टर में जनरली आते हैं. एक सेक्शन सी में 2 मार्क का आता है, एक सेक्शन डी में 3 मार्क का आता है और एक लॉन्ग सम आएगा 5 मार्क. तो ये सेक्शन डी में जो क्वेश्चन आता है इट इज़ ऑफ 3 मार्क. सिंपल सम है. प्राइस आपको ईयर वाइज दी है. 2009 की प्राइस है 40, 2010 की प्राइस है 45, 2011 की प्राइस है 48, 2012 की प्राइस है 55 रुपीज़, 2013 की प्राइस है 60 एंड 2014 की प्राइस है 70. सो फ्रॉम द गिवन इंफॉर्मेशन दे मेंशन कैलकुलेट द चेन बेस्ड इंडेक्स नंबर. तो ऐसा सम कैलकुलेट करने के लिए सबसे पहले 3 कॉलम हम बनाएंगे. सो ड्रॉ द टेबल फॉर दैट. ईयर इज गिवन फ्रॉम 2009 to 2014. Prices from year 2009 40 to 2014 70 is given, and you have to obtain the in the table third column that in that you have to find out the value of the chain based index number for each and every year. So formula of chain based index number is very simple, that I already explained to you in previous sums also. Price of the variable of the current year divided by the price of the variable of the preceding year into 100. That formula also we can say P1 upon P0 into 100. So here it is written current year price divided by preceding year's price into 100. That is the formula. When nothing is mentioned, the first year index is always taken as 100, that is 40 upon 40 into 100. Now then after calculation is very simple, very easy. Whenever you have to calculate the index number for the year 2010, price of 2010 we take 45 divided by price of the year 2009 we take 40 into 100. So price of the current year divided by price of the preceding year into 100 we get answer 112.5. Then after for the year 2011 in the same manner we can calculate price of the current year 40 divided by price of the preceding year or previous year 45 into 100 we get answer 106.67. Then after for 2012 price of the current year 55 divided by price of the base year 48 into 100 we get answer 114.58. Then after price of the current year for the year 2013 is 60 divided by price of the base year of the preceding year is 55, 60 divided by 55 into 100 we get answer 109.09. and in the year 2014 we get 70 divided by 60 into 100 we get the answer 116.67. So from this explanation we can get by applying the formula for first year 2009 our chain based index number answer is 100. For 2010 it will be 112.5. For 2011 it will come to 106.67. For 2012 it is 114.58. For 2013 it is 109.09. and for 2014 it will come to 116.67. So this was the solution for question number 11 in section D. Very easily by applying one formula of chain based index number we can very easily calculate the from the given data chain based index number. Now we move further into the question number 12 in section D. it is by the, it seems to be like very easy sum, because data, by seeing the data we can say that group of different items, say A to F, means 6 items informations are given. In that I and W is already given to you, index number and weight they have given to you, so your calculation becomes very easier. First of all, we go through the question, students. In the question what is mentioned, you see, find the cost of living index number from the given information for the month of April 2015 regarding group index number and weights of the items of living of industrial workers. Group items are given A to F. Index number from item A to F is given, and weight is also given from item A to F. So you have to calculate the mention, find the cost of living index number. Student, in previous explanation also you learned that there are two methods of calculating the cost of living index number. First by total expenditure method, second by family budget method. So here when I and W is given to you, we can very easily apply the family budget method. So here we find out the cost of living index number by family budget method. Our formula is very simple, sigma IW upon sigma W. To calculate the sum, once again 3 columns are already given in the data, means in the table already 3 columns, just you have to substitute the values given in the question. Only 4th column that you have to make, that is IW. So how the table will be prepared? First of all, we write the group, and that A, B, C, D, E, F, 6 items as it is we have written. Index number I we have to write. For year A it is 247, for year B it is 167, for item C it is 259, for item D it is 196, for item E it is 212, and for item F it is 253. So what you can say, for group A index number was 247, for group B it is 167, for group C it is 259, for group D it is 196, for group E it is 212, and for F it is 253. So I is already given to you. Now W for group items are like this. For item A it is weight or importance given in the question is 44, then 20, then for item C it is 16, for item D it is 6, for item E it is 10, and for item F it will come to 4. So our total sigma W will be 100. So now for the calculation we obtained the value of sigma W. Now we have to multiply I with W. So how we can multiply I with W? 247 into 44 we get 10,868. 167 into 20, that is I into W, that is 3340. 259 into 16 you get 4144. 196 into 6 you get 1176. 212 into 10 it is 2120, and 253 into 4 you get 1012. So we make the total of this, it will become sigma IW. So our sigma IW total will come to 22,660. So now we have IW and we have sigma W. So cost of living index number formula we apply, we get the answer sigma IW by sigma W. If we apply the formula we get the resultant figure, that is the answer. So 22,660 we divide it by 100, we get the answer 226.6. So our cost of living index number from the given data for the month of April for 6 items and accordingly their weights, our cost of living index number by family budget method will come to 226.6. Then after another 2 objective sums we solve, that is sum number 13 and 14. Now in question number 13 in section D, what is given, that is most important thing we have to understand. What is given in the question I will explain once again to you. We are having the 3 important formula, that is we can say specific formula, and different item is having the different importance according to their use and consumption. So in question here they give you the information how you can calculate the last pair's index number, passes index number. And when you know that whenever you are very easily obtain last pair and passes index number, when we solve the long sum, we know that from that Fisher's index number is very easily available. So whenever last pair and passes index number is obtained, last pair and passes index number is obtained, we make the geometric mean of last pair and passes, we get the answer of Fisher's index number. Now how and what the data is given and how we can work out it, I will explain in the question. First of all, you see what is written here in sum number 13 of section D. If sigma P1 Q0 is to sigma P0 Q0 is equals to 5:3, and sigma P1 Q1 and sigma P0 Q1 is equals to 3:2, compute the last pairs, passes and Fisher's index number. So from the given information, in the ratio P1 Q0 and P0 Q0 and sigma P1 Q1 and sigma P0 Q1 is given by applying the first formula of last pair's index number is last pair's index number formula. You all know sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 into 100, that already I explained, is known as formula of 1001, 0, 0 and 0. After writing the suffix 1, 0, 0, 0, you add in prefix P and Q, we automatically get the last pair's formula. So first of all, to calculate last pair's index number, here one ratio is given, sigma P1 Q0 is to sigma P0 Q0 is 5:3. So from that we can say sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 is nothing but 5/3. So last pair's index number is nothing but using of that property 5/3 into 100. We get the last pair's index number as 166.67. So for the sum, first answer is obtained, that you have to calculate the last pair's index number, and that very easily we have obtained. Now we have to find out the passes index number. So passes index number's formula is sigma P1 Q1 upon sigma P0 Q1 into 100, that I explained this formula of 1101, 1, 1, 0 and 1. After the suffix 1, 1, 0 and 1, you add prefix P and Q, we get the formula. For using of this formula, once again another hint is given in the question. You see here, ratio of sigma P1 Q1 is to sigma P0 Q1 is 3:2. So sigma P1 Q1 upon sigma P0 Q1 is nothing but 3/2. So 3/2 into what you have to do, 100 for passes index number. Passes formula, you know students, that is sigma P1 Q1 upon sigma P0 Q1 into 100. So 3/2 into 100, we get 53 is 150. So our last pair's index number will come to 166.67 and our passes index number will come to 150. Now both the index number is available to us, and now in the question you see they also mentioned that compute Fisher's index number also. So Fisher index is nothing but the geometric mean of last pair and passes. So by applying the formula of Fisher's index number, IF is equals to under root square root IL into IP. So you know the answer of last pair, that is 166.67 into passes index 150. Multiplication of 166.67 into 150, that is last pair's index number and passes index number. If we both multiply, we get 25,000.5 in under root. So we get Fisher's index number as 158.12. So by this calculation we can say we get our answer for question number 13. All the three index number they mentioned that you have to find, that is last pair, pass and Fisher, we can very easily find out by applying the formula. Now in the section D they mention another 3 marker objective sum, that now we will understood what is given in the question student. In question number 14 बच्चों क्या दिया है देखते हैं अपने. क्या दिया है, इफ द रेशियो ऑफ लास्ट पेयर एंड पासेस इंडेक्स नंबर इज 4:5. प्रीवियस सम में रेशियो दिया था सिग्मा P1 Q0 अपॉन सिग्मा P0 Q0, सिग्मा P1 Q1 अपॉन सिग्मा P0. तो डायरेक्टली हम फॉर्मूला में रख के वैल्यू रख के लास्ट पेयर पासे फाइंड किया था. यहाँ दो इंडेक्स नंबर का हमको रेशियो दिया है. रेशियो ऑफ लास्ट पेयर एंड पासेस इंडेक्स नंबर is 4:5 and they give us the Fisher's index number is 150. Find the Pashes index number. So in the question they give you the hint that last pair is to passe is nothing but 4/5. Ratio is 4:5, that is IL upon IP we can write as 4/5. And for your further hint, for your information in the question, they also give the Fisher's index number to be 150. So how we can solve this sum? We have to find out Passes index number. So here simple calculation, mathematical calculations we have to do. According to the question we write here IL is to IP is 4:5. Given value of index number of Fisher is 150 and we have to obtain the value of Passes index number. So Passes index number is question number. This is the data given in the question in the solution that we have to write first. Now I explain ratio of last pairs index and Passes index is given. That's why we can write like this. Therefore IL upon IP is equals to 4/5. We transfer this IP to the numerator. We write therefore IL is equals to 4/5 index number of Pashe. That is the first thing that we write. Now we have two things with us. We have the value of Fisher's index number with us and we have the value, we have Fisher's index number and we have the value of last pair. So we can very easily calculate the answer. So index number of Fisher is 150 is equals to, in square root we substitute the value of IL, that is 4/5 IP into we have to write the IP. So to find out the Pashes index number we remove the square root. To remove the square root we make the opposite side square student. तो ये आंसर IP का फाइंड करने के लिए हम अंडर रूट रिमूव करेंगे तो अपोजिट साइड क्या हो जाएगा, स्क्वायर हो जाएगा. सो वी गेट 150 the square is equals to 4/5 IP square. So 150 का square we get 22,500. 4/5 IP square is the value you have. So 22,500 into 5 divided by 4 we get the value of IP square. 22,500 into 5 divided by 4 we get the value 28,125. So therefore IP is equals to 167.71. तो स्टूडेंट हमको ये फाइंड करने के लिए करना क्या है, IP स्क्वायर की वैल्यू मिली 28125. अभी हमने प्री सम में किया था कि स्क्वायर रूट रिमूव करोगे तो अपोजिट साइड क्या करना पड़ता है, स्क्वायर. तो अब हमको IP स्क्वायर इज इक्वल्स टू 28125 मिला है. मुझे IP फाइंड करना है तो अपोजिट साइड क्या करना पड़ेगा, स्क्वायर रूट. सो 28,125 द स्क्वायर रूट विल बी द आंसर ऑफ अवर इंडेक्स नंबर ऑफ पाशे. सो इंडेक्स नंबर ऑफ पाशे विल कम टू 167.71. That is index number of Pashe that we have obtained. So in this calculations what we can say, in this calculation we have explained the two objective sum number 13 and objective sum number 14 based on the last pair Pashe and Fisher. Both the sum are different than one another. In both the sum the values are given differently, but calculation I already explained. It is I think clear in your mind now. What is mentioned in this sum, they give you the ratio of last pair and Pashe, and from that very easily we can obtain the value of the, they give you the ratio of the last pair and Pashe. They also given another information for your our help or hint which is known as Fisher's index number. So we can very easily calculate the Pashe's index number. Now we are doing the important sum of section E. In section E, now we go through the question number 6. In that question number 6, whatever may be the information is given, I will first of all explain to you, and accordingly that we can solve. Now this type of sum will be asked in 4 to 5 marks. Section E practically in our board examination it is of 4 marks practically, but from this chapter according to the blueprint of the board in 12th English medium, it is in index number according to the paper style. Total weightage of this chapter is of 12 marks, and in the 12 mark 1 MCQ, 1 VSQ, 1 objective question, 1 another objective sum, and 1 long sum of 5 marks is there. So no question of 4 mark will be there, but what I mentioned yesterday also, कभी कभार कोई 3 मार्क का सम बच्चों 2 मार्क में पूछ सकते हैं, ऐसे ही बहुत इजी पेपर निकाला तो कभी कभार 4 मार्क का सम 5 मार्क में पूछ सकते हैं। तो यही सम 4 मार्क का ये कोर्स में नहीं है, तो सेक्शन ई का कोई सम कभी कभार सेक्शन एट में 5 मार्क में भी पूछ सकते हैं। तो फॉर दैट पर्पस ऑल्सो एंड टू सी दी मेथड, पहले हमने ऐसा सम सॉल्व किया है, ऐसे इलस्ट्रेशन हमने सॉल्व किया है। अकॉर्डिंग टू द यूज ऑफ दैट we are solving this sum. Now I will explain you the question first, and then after we move to the answer. First of all, question में क्या दिया है वो मैं समझा देता हूँ आपको। स्टूडेंट्स क्या दिया है, the price of wheat increased by 70% and price of rice increased by 40% in the year 2015 with respect to the year 2010. तो यहाँ आपको मान लेना है कि 2010 का प्राइस क्या था, बेस ईयर, 2010 का इंडेक्स नंबर हो गया 100। तो अब उन्होंने बोला है कि द प्राइस ऑफ व्हीट इंक्रीज बाय 70% एंड प्राइस ऑफ राइस इंक्रीज बाय 40% एंड द प्राइस ऑफ बाजरी इज डिक्रीज बाय 25%, द प्राइस ऑफ ऑयल इंक्रीज बाय 40% एंड प्राइस ऑफ घी decrease by 5%. So here in 2 items there should be an increase of certain percentage compared to the base year, and in another 3 items there is a decrease of some percentage compared to the base year. So in previous explanation also we are mentioned that we are taking base year index as 100. If any increase is given, that percentage increase we have to add in 100, that is in base year's index, we get the current year index. And if it is mentioned that is it is decreased by this many percent, so from 100 it is subtracted. So for 5 different items are here, that is say wheat, rice, bajri, oil and ghee. These are the 5 different items that we are using in our day-to-day life. Their increase and decrease compared to base year prices are given. Now importance of that items, that is wheat, is also mentioned in the question, but that you have to find what is given. First of all we read, if the importance of oil is 3 times and of rice is double that of ghee, and the importance of each of wheat and bajri is double that of rice, find the price index number of the group of these 5 items, and then after interpret the answer. So what they mention, if the importance of oil is 3 times and of rice is double that of ghee, so importance of oil and importance of rice is related to ghee, so we have to assume ghee to be 1 number. For assumption, if we take ghee to be 1, importance of use of ghee in our family is 1, then automatically oil will be 3 times of ghee, so 1 into 3 it will become 3, and rice is double that of ghee, so 1 into 2 it is becomes 2. So we get the importance of 3 items, namely oil it is 3, for rice it is 2, and for ghee it is 1. But other 2 items, importance of wheat and bajri is related with 2 rice, so we get the value of rice, that is 2. Then after it is mentioned that wheat and bajri is double that of rice. Double that of rice means value of rice is 2, so double of it means 4. So importance of wheat and bajri is 2 to the 4. So for all the 5 different items now we have importance with us. So now in detail we understood the question. Now in the same sum once again they give you the increase decrease in percentage compared to the base year. Whenever a percentage increase decrease compared to the base year is given, we can very easily obtain the I, that is index number. Base year index plus percentage increase we get the answer of index number of that item. If it is mentioned decrease compared to the base year, so from 100 it is deducted. So here percentage increase or decrease in price of food items are given, therefore index number of the item is 100 plus percentage increase or 100 minus percentage decrease. So that will give you the help to find out the index number. Suppose the importance of ghee is 1, so the importance of oil will be 1 into 3, because in the question it is mentioned, student, you can see that the importance of oil is 3 times that of ghee. So we have assumed that the importance of ghee is 1, so the importance of oil will be 1 into 3 or 3 into 1, it is same, that is 3. And that of the rice is twice that of ghee, so 1 into 2, here 2 into 1 we get 2. The importance of wheat and bajri is double that of the importance of rice, so the importance of wheat will be 2 is the importance of rice into 2, so 2 2s are 4, and that of bajri is once again 2 2s are 4. So now we can prepare the table on the basis of this calculation, and then after we can find out the index number. So here they give you the information of 5 items are given, so that we write in the first column of the table, that is wheat, rice, bajri, oil and ghee. Percentage increase and decrease in 2 items, that is in ghee there is 70% increase in prices compared to the base year. In rice there is a 40% increase. In bajri, oil and ghee there should be a reduction of 25%, 40% and 5% respectively. In oil you can see the price of oil is increased by 40%. So in ghee and in bajri it is mentioned decrease, but in price of oil there is an increase of 40%, so it is plus. So index number I is equals to 100 plus increase or 100 minus decrease. So accordingly that third column will be of index number I. For wheat base year index is 100 and 70% increase, 70 we add, because 100 70% will become to 70, so your index number of wheat will become 170. Index number of rice in the same manner, 100 plus 40 it will come to 140. Bajri it is decreased by 25%, so 100 minus 25 it is 75. Oil price it is increased by 40%, so 100 plus 40 it will become 140. And for ghee it is decreased by 5%, so 100 minus 5 it is 95. So index number for all these 5 items available to you students now in your column number 3. Now weight or importance that we have previously calculated, you see, now we have the importance of ghee is 1, importance of oil is 3, importance or weight of rice is 2, and for bajri and wheat we get the importance, that is 4 and 4, that we have substituted in this column number 4. Wheat का weight आ गया है बच्चों 4, that we have calculated in the previous explanation. For rice the importance or weight is 2, for bajri it is 4, because it is mentioned that wheat and bajri has twice the importance of rice. So rice का importance 2 है, तो उनका twice मतलब 4 4, and oil is having the importance 3 times that of ghee. So ghee का importance था 1, तो उसका 3 time हो गया 3, and rice is having 2 times the importance of ghee, so 1 into 2 it will become 2. So in that sense we can calculate the importance or weight in the question. So our total weight sigma W will come to 14, that is 4 plus 4 8 10 13 and 1 14. Now we have to calculate I into W. How? Very simply we can calculate I into W, that is I for wheat is 170 and weight of that item wheat is 4. 170 into 4 we get sigma, we get IW 680, then 140 into 2 we get 280, 75 into 4 we get 300, 140 into 3 we make 420 we get, and 95 into 1 is 95. So our sigma IW will come 1775. So general index number of price I is equals to sigma IW upon sigma W. 1775 divided by 14, we get the answer 126.79. So what we can say, general price index number or general index number of price would be I is equals to sigma IW upon sigma W. We get 126.79. Hence we can say that in interpretation there should be a 26.79% increase in the price of 5 items of the group compared to the base year. हमारा ये सब में बेस ईयर आपको पता था स्टूडेंट्स, क्या था बेस ईयर बच्चों? 2010 की कंपैरिजन में इन द ईयर 2015 our prices of 5 different group items is increased by 26.79%. So in the question whatever be the information is given, accordingly that we solve the sum for section D, section E, question number 7. So now we further move into the next question, that is question number 7. According to the given data, what is mentioned, I will explain to you what they mention here, students. Most important thing, calculate the real wages of a worker class from the following data about their monthly wages. Find the purchasing power of money in the year 2015 considering the year 2008 as the base year. Now student, they first of all mention calculation of real wage. So first of all, so many times I explained during the lecture, ये चैप्टर के लिए सिर्फ आपका गुरु मंत्र क्या है, फॉर्मूला याद रह जाएगी, लिख के फॉर्मूला लर्न बाय हार्ट कर लेंगे, फॉर्मूला दिमाग में बैठ जाएगी, then after your calculation of the sums and you are getting the good marks for this chapter. पूरे सम्स के 12 मार्क का पूरा चैप्टर, उसमें 10 मार्क के सम है, दैट टोटल 10 मार्क सम्स के आपको इजीली मिल जाए, उसके लिए सिर्फ फॉर्मूला आनी चाहिए. तो रियल वेज की फॉर्मूला मैंने आपको बताई हुई है, एवरेज मंथली वेज फॉर अ ईयर डिवाइड बाय कॉस्ट ऑफ लिविंग इंडेक्स नंबर इनटू 100 if we make, we get the value of the real wage. So रियल वेज की फॉर्मूला आपके दिमाग में क्लियर हो गई. क्या रियल वेज की फॉर्मूला अभी भी मैंने बोली स्टूडेंट्स, दिमाग में आई बात? एवरेज मंथली वेज डिवाइड बाय कॉस्ट ऑफ लिविंग इंडेक्स नंबर इनटू 100 इफ यू मेक, यू गेट द आंसर ऑफ रियल वेज. सो यहाँ पे डेटा में क्या दिया है, दे गिव यू 3 and 3 6 ईयर 2010 से लेके 2015 ईयर तक की आपको इंफॉर्मेशन दी गई हुई है. आपको एवरेज मंथली वेज 2010 का दिया है 15,000, रिस्पेक्टिवली वी मूव टू 25,000, दैट इज़ द एवरेज मंथली वेज फॉर द ईयर 2015. Cost of living index number in the year 2010 is 120, respectively up to 2015 it is 260 given. Now how we can calculate the sum, and the second important thing in the question that I will explain, find the purchasing power of money in the year 2015 considering the year 2008 as the base year. Now two questions are there. First of all we calculate the first answer. फर्स्ट आंसर के लिए हमको 4 कॉलम बनाने हैं इन द टेबल. आउट ऑफ दैट 3 थिंग्स आर ऑलरेडी गिवन दैट वी हैव टू सब्स्टिट्यूट इन कॉलम नंबर 1, 2 and 3. So years are given from year 2010 to 2015. Their average monthly wage from 15,000 to 25,000 we have to write as it is, and cost of living index number from the year 2010 to 2015 is given. So in the question, so what we can say in the question they give you the cost of living index number for the year 2010 will be 120, 2011 it is 180, up to 260 for the year 2015. We have to calculate the real wage. The formula of real wage is very simple. The formula of real wage would be what? average monthly wage divided by cost of living index number into 100. By applying this formula for each and every year, we can calculate very easily real wage from the year 2010 to 2015. So we get the marks for that. So 2010 real wage would be, average monthly wage of the current year is 15,000 divided by cost of living 120 into 100, we get the answer 12,500 rupees. So your real wage compared to cost of living index number is 12,500. Now in the same manner, real wage for the year 2011, average monthly wage is 18,000 divided by cost of living index 180 into 100, we get 10,000 rupees. That is the real wage. In the same manner, 19,000 divided by 205 into 100, we get the real wage for the year 2012, that is rupees 9268.29. In the same manner, for 2013, 20,000 divided by 220, that is average monthly wage divided by cost of living index number into 100, we get 9090.91. In the year 2014, in the same manner, 22,000 divided by 235 into 100, we get 9361.70. And for the year 2015, in the same manner, average monthly wage was 25,000 divided by cost of living index 260 into 100, we get 9615.38 rupees. So we get the real wage calculation here. Now in the question they mention that taking 2008 as the base year, what would be the purchasing power of money in the year 2015? So we can say base year is 2008 and cost of living index number for the year 2015 that is given in the question was 260. So purchasing power's formula would be 1 upon cost of living index number into 100. So what we can say, 1 divided by cost of living index number for the year 2015 is 260 into 100. So taking the base year into consideration, base year in the form of ratio compare with the current year cost of living index number, we get the purchasing power of money actually what it would be. So what we can say, 100 डिवाइडेड बाय 260. बेस ईयर इंडेक्स 2008 का स्टूडेंट्स क्या था 100 एंड करंट ईयर का कॉस्ट ऑफ लिविंग इंडेक्स क्या हो गया 260. सो योर परचेजिंग पावर ऑफ मनी कंपेयर टू द बेस ईयर is only rupees 38 paise. Means your purchasing power of money is reducing to a larger extent and it is come to only 0.38. So they mention that what would be the purchasing power of money in the year 2015 as taking 2008 as the base year. So your calculation is very simple. Base year index number divided by the current year's cost of living index number, we get the purchasing power of money. So what we can say, what may be the 100 values that you are 100 things that you are able to buy in the year 2008. In 2015 from the same amount of wages you can buy only 38 items. So it is the ratio per 138. So your purchasing power of money is reduced to a larger extent because wages are not increasing in proportion to the inflation in the prices of the product. Prices of the product बढ़ेंगे पर आपका monthly wage इतना नहीं बढ़ेगा, then after you cannot very easily calculate. So this was the calculation for two sums of section E, that is sum number 6 and sum number 7. Now we move towards the calculation of the sum of 5 marker. Sum of 5 markers are always there in section F. So now we move further and solve the few sums. Already in illustrations we have solved so many sums. Now on that basis we solve the Sum number 1 of section F. What is given in the question that I will explain first, and then after we can make the calculation and solve the sum. Once again, in the question, what is given is most important. They mention that find the last pair and passes index number using the following data for the year 2015 by taking the year 2014 as the base. Also find the Fisher's index number and interpret the answer. Means आपको लास्ट पेयर पाशे के इंडेक्स नंबर फाइंड करना है एंड साथ साथ में आपको फिशर का इंडेक्स नंबर भी फाइंड करना है और जो आपका आंसर है उसका इंटरप्रिटेशन भी करना है. सो कंपेयर टू दी अदर सम्स, जब भी आपको सम में कैलकुलेशन स्टूडेंट्स करनी हो कि भाई लास्ट पेयर का इंडेक्स नंबर फाइंड करना है, पाशे का इंडेक्स नंबर फाइंड करना है, फिशर का इंडेक्स नंबर फाइंड करना है, तो जनरली आपको सम में प्रोडक्ट तो दिए ही होंगे, मतलब जो आइटम यूज़ होने वाली है ABCD आइटम देंगे या कोई नाम देंगे. सो वॉट एवर द आइटम से 5 or 6 आइटम्स लिस्ट इज गिवन टू यू. फॉर कैलकुलेशन ऑफ लास्ट पेयर पासेस एंड फिशर्स इंडेक्स नंबर also they give you what? They give you the price of the current year, they give you sometimes the quantity of the base year, they give you the price of the current year, and they give you the quantity of current year also. But in this sum, compared to the other sum here, information is given like this. They give the item that is wheat, rice, tur dal, oil. That type of 4 different items are given. But here for the base year 2014, they mention you take base of year 2014 per unit price, means base year price is here denoted as P0 is given, and total expenditure that for each and every item we have incurred in the year 2014 is given. Means P0 Q0 is directly given to you. So in the previous lectures also I explained, whenever base year's total expenditure is given and base year price is given, you have to obtain first of all the quantity of the base year. So by which formula you can obtain the quantity of the base year, and you know quantity of base year means what, student? Q0. So how we can obtain the Q0? Total expenditure of base year divided by price of base year. Is total expenditure divided by P0 we get the quantity. In the same manner, in current year 2015 also they give per unit price P1, and total expenditure for current year 2015 is given. So here also P1 is given and total expenditure is given. So once again, total expenditure divided by P1 we get the values of Q1. So data is given for wheat, price is given 16 and total expenditure 224. For 15 it is 18 and 270. Like that for all the 4 items information is given. Now from this information we can make the use of our formula and make the calculation of base year's quantity Q0 and current year's quantity. So for that, here it is written for your explanation. Here the price of item and its total expenditure are given. We obtain the consumption or quantity of items using the formula. कंजम्पशन बेस ईयर का या करंट ईयर का फाइंड करने के लिए फॉर्मूला है टोटल एक्सपेंडिचर डिवाइड बाय प्राइस पर यूनिट. सो इफ वी हैव टू डिवाइड द कंजम्पशन फॉर बेस ईयर, टोटल एक्सपेंडिचर डिवाइड बाय P0 we have to write, and whenever you have to obtain consumption of current year, total expenditure of current year divided by, we have to write the price of the current year P1. So we take here P0 is equals to price given of 2014, P1 is the price in 2015 for the different items, Q0 is nothing but quantity of 2014 and Q1 is quantity of 2015. The table is prepared from this information as follows. 4 items are given, that is wheat, rice, tur dal and oil. Year wise information 2014 is given. P0 is already given. For wheat it is 16, for rice it is 35, for tur dal it is 100, and for oil it is 108. They give the total expenditure divided by this P0 we get the quantity to be here. So Q0 we can find by total expenditure of base year divided by price of base year P0. So 224 is the total expenditure of wheat divided by 16. 224 divided by 16 we get the Q0 14, means price of the base year into quantity of the base year, we multiply, we get the total expenditure. 16 into 14 we make, once again we get 224. That will be useful further. So total expenditure for rice will be 140 divided by price P0 is 35. 140 divided by 35 we get 4. 200 divided by 100 we get 2, and 432 divided by 108 is 4. So we get Q0 to be 14, 4, 2 and 4. In the same manner P1 is 18, 40, 120 and 120. In the same manner Q1 we can obtain, that is total expenditure divided by P1. So 270 divided by 18 we get Q1 is 15. 200 divided by 40 we get 5. 360 divided by 120 is 3, and 600 divided by 120 is 5. So we get Q1, that is 15, 5, 3 and 5. Now we can multiply and do the sum as usual. We can prepare 4 important columns then after this calculation. Now we have P0 with us, we have Q0 with us, we have P1 with us, we have Q1 with us. So now we have to obtain first of all P1 Q0, then we can find out P0 Q0, and division of them 2 multiplied by 100 we get last pair's index number. Then after we have to obtain P1 Q1 and P0 Q1, we get the value that is for Pasch's index number. So we get sigma P1 Q0. How it is obtained? P1 is here 18 and Q0 you get 14. So 18 into 14 we get 252. 40 into 4 we get 160. 120 into 2 we get 240, and 120 into 4 we get 480. So sigma P1 Q0 we get 1132. Now P0 into Q0, that is already given in the sum of itself. Total expenditure of base year that we get, once again 16 into 14 it is 224. 35 into 4 we get 140. 100 into 2 we get 200, and 108 into 4 we get 430. So sigma P0 Q0 will be 996. So we get sigma P1 Q0 and we get sigma P0 Q0. Now we have to multiply P1 with Q1. So P1 with us is 18 and Q1 we have 15 for which. So 18 into 15 270. 40 into 5 200, then 120 into 3 360, and 120 into 5 600. So we get sigma P1 Q1 to be 1430. Now we multiply P0 with Q1. So P0 is 16 and Q1 is 15. 16 into 15 we get 240 for item wheat. For rice it is 35 into 5 we get 175. 100 into 3 we get 300, and 108 into 5 we get 540. So sigma P0 Q1 will come to 1255. So for calculation of last pair's index number, Pasch's index number and Fisher's index number, our table is ready. Now we use the last 4 columns of our table for solving the index number of last pair and Pasch. So last pair's index number will be sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 into 100 over 1000, formula 1, 0, 0 and 0. So it will sigma P1 Q0 is 1132, sigma P0 Q0 is 996 into 100. We can say our last pair's index number is 113.65, 113.65. In the same manner, Pasch's index number is sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q1 into 100. 1430 divided by 1255 into 100, we get the answer 113.94. that is Pasch's index number. In the same manner, by using last pair and Pasch's index number, we can very easily calculate the Fisher's index number. So our Fisher's index number formula is under root of IL into IP. So we get the answer of Fisher's index number. So in under root, last pair's index number is, you can see here, 113.65, and pass's index number is 113.94. 113.65 into 113.94, we make multiplication of both, we get 12949.281. Make the square root of it, we get the index number of Fisher as 113.79. So all the three required index number for the question, that is last pair, Pache and Fisher, is obtained. Now they mention that interpret the Fisher's index number, how many percentage increase in the prices compared to the base year. So here base year is 2014 and current year is 2015. So in that explanation interpretation, what we can say, there is an increase of 13.79% in expenditure of the year 2015 as compared to the base year 2014. This is clear in your mind, students? This is very much clear, students. So this explanation is clear in your mind, that there is an increase of 13.79% in the Fisher's index number. So now then after, another sum is there, question number 5 in section F. What is mentioned, that is mentioned here, compute the index number for the year 2015 by total expenditure method and by family based budget method, and state whether both the index number are same. Items are given here, wheat, rice, sugar, oil, pulse, and give units are given. What is the most important point that we have to keep in mind, unit is always given for the price. So here wheat is given in quintal but quantity is given in kg, and our note is most important, unit is always given in price. So unit is always given for the price. So here quantity is in kg, so rate of wheat should be in kgs. 1 quintal means 100 kgs, that is most important thing. And what I mentioned, students, by total expenditure method and by family budget method, always you get the same answer. In the same manner, rice is in unit, it is mentioned 20 kg, consumption is 40 kg, and price is 700 and 800. Quantity is given in kg but unit is given 20 kg, means unit is always given for price. Quantity is in kg, so rate we required per kg, but here rate or year wise given is of 20 kg. So in item wheat and in the item rice, we have to make little bit conversion. Sugar, it is given unit kg, quantity is in kg, and rate per kg is given, so no need to any conversion. In oil, the same manner, kg, but in pulses once again 20 kg rate is given but quantity in kg, and in ghee once again everything is given in kg. So from this sum we can say that at 3 different places we have to make the alterations, we have to make the changes, कन्वर्ट द थिंग. तो जब भी ऐसा कोई कन्वर्जन वाला सम आए तो स्टूडेंट, मैंने आपको 2 चीज़ें याद रखने को बोली थी. नंबर 1, यूनिट इज ऑलवेज गिवन फॉर द प्राइस एंड कन्वर्ट एवरीथिंग इन 1 सिंगल यूनिट. तो यहाँ हम वीट की बात करें तो अब मैं आपको सम का एक्सप्लेनेशन करता हूँ कि हियर बेस ईयर इज़ 2013 एंड करंट ईयर इज़ 2015. Price in the year 2013 is denoted as P0. Quantity of the year is Q0. Price of the year 2015 is denoted as P1. And quantity in 2015 as Q1. The unit of price and quantity for the items wheat, rice and pulses are not equal. So we compute the index number for year 2015 by total expenditure and family budget after making the units of this item equal. What is my rule? You have to keep in mind that always unit is given for the price. So here for wheat, most important thing that you have to keep in mind, 1 quintal is 100 kg. So rate of 100 kg is given here in the 2013 is 1800 for wheat. So 100 kgs it is 1800 rupees for 100 kg. So what will be the rate for per kg? So 1800 divided by 100 we get the P0, that is 18 for wheat, and P1 2400 divided by 100, that is 100 kgs 2400, 1 kg will be 24. In the same manner, rice prices are given 20 rupees per kg. So 20 kg 700, 1 kg it would be 700 divided by 20, we get 35 rupees, and 800 divided by 20 we get 40 rupees. So now this will become your P0, this will become your P1. Now in the pulse, in the same manner, 20 kg is 2000 rupees. So per kg it is 2000 divided by 20, 100 rupees. 2400 divided by 20, 20 kg is 2400 rupees is the rate given for pulse. So 2400 divided by 20 we get the answer 120. Now on this basis we can very easily prepare the table showing calculation of, first of all, total expenditure. In one column in this sum I will explain how you can make the table. So now for items, 6 items are given: wheat, rice, sugar, oil, pulse and ghee. Unit is given 1 kg, 1 kg, 1 kg, 1 kg, 1 kg and 1 kg. Everything is given or converted into kg, and in 3 items we are making the changes. So year 2013 quantity is 100 for wheat, rice 40, for sugar it is 40, for oil it is 60, for pulse it is 40, and for ghee it is 36. P0 that we have obtained for 3 items differently. For wheat it is 18, for rice it is 35, for sugar it is 30, for oil it is 108, for pulse it is 100, and for ghee it will come to 400. P1 in the same manner, 24, 40, 36, 120, 120 and 480 respectively. Now total expenditure method is nothing but one type of last pairs formula. So we multiply P1 Q0 and we multiply P0 Q0. So 24 into 100, 2400, 40 into 40, 1600, 36 into 40, 1440, 120 into 60, 70, 200, 120 into 40, it is 4800, 480 into 36, we get 17280, we get sigma P1 Q0 to be 34720. In the same manner, P0 into Q0, 100 into 18, 1800, 40 into 35, 1400, 40 into 30, 1200, 60 into 108, we get 6480, 40 into 100, 4000, and 36 into 400, 14400, we get sigma P0 Q0. So total expenditure, we have index number by total expenditure method we can very easily calculate by this formula, that is sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 into 100. It is 34720 divided by 29280 into 100. We get answer 118.58. The same answer we try to find out by family budget method. For family budget method we required I. W is nothing but P0 Q0, and then after I we have to multiply with W. So I we can obtain P1 upon P0 into 100. So P1 is 24, P0 is 18, 24 upon 18 into 100 we get 133.33, 40 divided by 35 into 100, 114.29, 36 divided by 30 into 100 we get 120, 120 divided by 108 into 100, 111, 120 divided by 100 into 100, 120, and 480 divided by 400 into 100 we get 120, that is index number. So many times we can calculate like this. Now W with us, that is equals to P0 Q0 to multiply I into W, 133.33 into 1800 we get 239,994, 2,39,994, 114.29 into 1400 we get 1,60,006, 120 into 1200 will be 1440, 4,000,111.11 into 6480, we get 111.11 into 6480, that is 719,992.8. 120 into 4,000, 4,80,000, we get 120 into 14, 400, 172,800, means 17 lakh 28. Sigma IW will be 34,71,992.8. Sigma IW with us, Sigma W with us. So family budget index number for the year 2015 will be Sigma IW upon Sigma W. So 3471992.8 divided by 29280, we get same answer 118.58. So from the given data we can say thus the index number obtained by total expenditure method and family budget are equal. So from this explanation we can solve the sum number 5 of section F. Today students, we have solved the few sums of section D, few sums of section E, and once again in revision we go through the sum of section F. In section F we have solved the two important sum, that is sum number 1 we have solved, then after sum number 5 we have solved. Both are important for 5 markers board examination. Thank you student. Further we learn in the next lecture. Bye bye.